Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tales of TMNT Volume 2, issue number 56, Hun. And with this one, I enjoy it because, you know, it's Hun, how can you not love Hun? And I do enjoy how dark this story was, but I know that a lot of people do dislike this one because it does retcon some stuff. And I must admit, knowing all the stuff about Casey, the backstory behind Casey, and the history behind him, this one does feel really, I don't want to say bad or stupid, because they did retcon a few things which I'm not too sure if I'd actually really enjoy, but it's just one of those kind of things, it's weird that they did this kind of story to retcon some stuff, so yeah. Also, I would like to also mention that just in case the audio does sound a little bit bad, the reason for that is because my little shit of a cat just take my chair, so I need to sit somewhere else. So, yeah. Okay, moving on to the actual story itself. With this one, we do get to see a little like flashback to when Casey was first in with Hun, and this was around when he was about 17, and he was fighting Hun, and I must admit, I was really surprised and shocked by the language I was using in this issue. Just because throughout this whole issue, we do get to see the characters just swearing, like constantly swearing, and we do like sort of bleep it out and just like use all like punctuation marks and all that kind of stuff to hide it. But still, I'm just surprised that like with Hun, like pretty much like every other line was just like, oh, F this, F that, and all that, and I was so surprised by that. But with this flashback, we do get to see a very brutal attack Hun gives on Casey, just like bashing his skull into the ground, and we do get to see Casey just give a little stab at him, and yeah, but still, I'm not so sure how I really feel about this. Just because on the one hand, I do like this just because it does give a lot more to Casey in terms of like why he's doing stuff, and it does build up his character in quite a few interesting ways. And also I do like how it's Han and all that, and I do also like how they are sort of like interpreting the 2003 like story into this one, but doing it in a Mirage kind of style. But I do think also at the same time, I think it does also ruin a few things, just because with Casey, with how they presented him in the first issue, it was just more lines of just, oh, he was just a crazy guy that just watching bad TV, and now he's just doing some stuff, but he's not completely bad. But here it just makes him into like a very damaged hero, and I know, I think it could work, but I just think the fact that because they already built up history with him being like just a crazy guy that just watching bad TV, and now he's just a damaged hero, it just feels really weird and off. You know, it's not bad, but I just think that the retcon may come a bit too late, and I also think that also just because with Casey in the series so far and Tales of TMNT stuff, he has also mentioned like another backstory which may have been like false on those kind of lines. So it's like one of these kind of situations where I just don't know what to really believe and all that kind of stuff. And I know that this one is most likely is true, but it just feels so weird and out there. It's just weird, I want to say. But yeah, so basically after all that, we do get to see like, in the present day, and this takes place after Volume 1, and we do get to see the Turtles that are helping Casey pack up his stuff from, I believe it's the house, I'm not sure if it's in Northampton or the one in the city, but they're packing up some stuff. And that's when April notices that there are some medical files and x-rays about Casey, and that's when Casey decides to like just go out and then go after Hun. And Hun, we do get to see him, he's out and he's punching people with like dumbbells, which, oh my god. And we do get to see him meet up with some old gang members and just decides to kill them. And that's when he encounters Casey, and I must admit he was pretty cool because Casey just went on like a really badass kind of thing, just, you know, hoodie, just mask, and just trying to beat people up, and it didn't work, but it worked enough, and he did try to attack Hun, but Hun caught him and like, yeah, just scared him. So Casey went off, and then that's one thing that's got a little bit crazy, I want to say. Just because after that, we do get to see the very next day, Hun shows up at Casey's house and kidnaps Casey and Hun. No, not Casey and Hun. Kidnaps Casey and April, which like, I'm just so surprised at, because it just seems so weird, and because like none of the other villains ever decided to do this, and we know that Schroeder has done this with the help of the Foot, But, you know, you would have thought that, oh, they would have gone out to try and find him in the Phantom, but no, but Hun does. And they do mention the fact that Hun is probably like more dangerous than the Shredder because he took on the Shredder at one point and stuff like that. But all I'm seeing here is that he's way more dangerous than like the Shredder. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird because he does stuff that the Shredder doesn't. But yet the Shredder can able to like potentially kill the Turtles. It's just so weird. But yeah, either way, the Turtles meet up and find Hun. They fight Hun and yeah, Mikey calls the police on them, and that's pretty much it for the story. So, yeah. Now, overall, the story, like I said before, with the retcon kind of thing, I think it works well enough, but I do think that the retcon did come a little bit too late. And, I mean, I do enjoy parts of it, and, I will also like it because it's Hun, and a lot of 2003 inspired kind of things, and stuff like that, but I think it's just going to be one of these kind of things which I might just sit on just a little bit because so far I'm just not really digging it all too much as of right now, but there's a lot of stuff which I do enjoy and do like how much of a threat Hun is to the Turtles. There's just like a lot of stuff which I do really enjoy, but a lot of stuff which I do find a bit conflicting to stuff which they've already set up and stuff which I really like, so it's just going to be one of these kind of issues which I might have to reread or like finish the whole story up because I know that this one has something to do with a few more issues. So I have so many questions and I just don't know how to really feel about all of it. So it's just a really a weird one. But with the art style with this one, I was quite surprised by this one. With it looked, I don't know, it looked like a combination of like multiple different artists and it looked really nice. The shading for this one was quite. I was pleasantly surprised by it because I wasn't expecting it to be something like that, but it was, and it was really nice. Yeah, and just overall, the whole thing just looked like it just had a really dark kind of feel, which I really enjoy, and just really added to the whole thing of it. Just being a lot darker story, which, oh god, it just really worked so well, which I was just not expecting. I know that like this artist has come on to do like another story before. I believe it was called the Servant Protect, and that one was dealing with First Assassins. And yeah, I know that this I believe this one is a continuation. So it's really nice to see that team is continuing over to this one. And over that there is another issue, I will say, that's dealing with the whole Hun situation. So it'll be interesting to see where the storyline does go. But the only problem with it so far is that I do think that might take a little bit like too long to get to the next issue. Unless it is next issue, which we do get to see next story, then that'd be great, but I doubt it. So I think that's my only problem with it so far is that it's taking too long to get to the next issue and stuff like that, and also the conflict stuff and all that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? What do you think about this new Hun? And yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you doesn't, please share. Let's just grab on stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.